can't dance worth a shit. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, what is poppin', lockin', and what is droppin', baby? Welcome back to day 4 of the return of the fitness journey. That's right. Now, today is going to be a little bit different. The weekend's going to be a little bit busy for me. As you can tell, I just woke up not too long ago. Of course, I got to start working today, working from home, due to it is a winter wonderland outside. I was not expecting this much snow, honestly, because we usually don't get that much snow around here. But, you know, can't complain. So, like I said, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've always wanted to make one of these because I like watching these just to get ideas on what people eat throughout their fitness journeys, weight loss journeys, health, whatevers. And I think this will probably give a good idea to some people that, you know, be like, oh, you know what? Not too shabby. So we are going to go ahead and get this party started, baby. All right, so a little something about me. I am not much of a coffee person. Sorry, a coffee person. It's not that I really don't like the taste of it. In fact, I actually, when I've had my diets and went on my, diets before, whatever, I was actually taught myself or forced myself to enjoy black coffee. So I actually can drink black coffee, but I have other things to choose from. And unfortunately, I am addicted to energy drinks. So this is what I drink in the morning. And this specifically is my favorite flavor. They have like 5 of them. Strawberry lemon, raspberry lemon, strawberry watermelon, orange, peach mango, and cherry lime. Now cherry lime is typically one of my go-to flavors, but this flavor right here is out of this world. So, now Bloom, I know they make a lot of bloating supplements and whatever. And honestly, this kind of feels more like that. But it's got natural energy, boosts metabolism, and supports mood.
I'm still depressed, so I was in bed as a week.
So it's got a lot of things advertised here, as you can see. I can't read it on the camera, sorry guys. It's got natural energy, mental focus, boost metabolism, positive mood, prebiotic fiber, and apple cider vinegar. Although it only has like 1 gram of fiber in it, so I don't know why you're advertising that. But anywho, this is what I start off with. ASMR, or actually more like ASMR. And I usually drink this throughout the morning. I usually don't eat breakfast until a little bit later. It also kind of depends on if I'm going to work or not. If I'm going to work, I usually eat before, but if not, I usually just wait till I get hungry. So I think for this case, we're probably gonna be doing that. But yeah, this is super delicious, super uber. So once we start getting breakfast going, I'll come back and I'll show you what I eat for breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, it is breakfast time. Yeah. Time to break the fast. It's time to break the fast. It's time to break the fast. I'm trying to do that. Again, terrible dancer. So, what do I consume for the meal that breaks the fast? Well, let me show you. So, everything was pre-made, so it's semi-pre-made. First thing I got here is 93.7 ground beef. Ooh. Nothing but protein and a little bit of fat. Second thing we got going on here, 3 eggs. These are, I guess, pasture-raised or whatever. Honestly, I think they're all the same, except these chickens roamed around some grass versus other chickens were sitting in this factory, or in a big warehouse thing, just whatever, because I know there's free roam to free cage and da-da-da-da. I don't know if it actually makes a difference, honestly, in the taste, but I know the yolk can sometimes be a more orangey color than yellow, but that's the only thing I'm doing. And the last thing that I like to do is add a sauce of choice. This is Memphis Made Fire's hot sauce. I believe it's the ingredients are here. it'll pick it up. It's got tomatillo, lime juice, serrano peppers, blue agave, parsley, habanero, apple cider vinegar, salt, and garlic powder. Nutrition facts are pretty much zero across the board. It's got like 25 milligrams of sodium, but that's about it. Less than a gram of sugar. No protein, because, why not? So, but that's pretty much my breakfast. Now, how I cook my eggs, I cook them over easy. Reason being for that is because the yolks make a sauce for it. So you get the dry ground beef that will be thrown into Chef Mike, and the eggs cooked over easy will help give it some lubrication and to make the dry meat taste just a little bit better with the egg yolks. So yeah, it's pretty much it. 93.7 ground beef. By the way, I forgot to mention before, it's a half a pound. 3 whole eggs. These are identified as large eggs. And then a sauce of choice just to kind of give it some extra flavor. So that's the Memphis My Fire hot sauce, but that's my favorite band. So that bottle is going to be more of a display piece once I'm done with it. Of course, I got to wash it. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and start cooking these eggs up, and I'll get back with you guys when I finish. Bon appetit. All right, so what we got here is my scrumptious breakfast. Yeah, I messed up on the eggs a little bit. I used the wrong spatula, so because it was the only thing available, and I was just like, whatever. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this real quick, and I'll come back and we'll talk about macros. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, we are done. That was delish. Now, someone forgot about lean beef. It's dry, so those runny eggs would have made this a lot better. But especially after microwaving the beef, bless me. But very delicious, very delish. So I did log everything into my new app that I don't own, but that I use. It's called Cal AI. So I've seen a lot of these being advertised on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. But essentially what this is, it's a macro tracking app that uses, I think, AI more than anything. What you do is you can take a picture of it, and it can kind of give you a rough estimate of what the macros are. But for a dieting and purposes and blah, 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 we want to be very precise on our macros so that we can get accurate data. So of course you go in and fix everything and so on and so forth. But what we got going on here, and one thing that like it's pretty cool too, is you can actually create meals. So if you're on like a meal plan or like your meal prep, you can just use that saved meal for every day versus manually enter everything in. That's what I've been using. It's pretty simple. I like it. And it was like $30 for the year, which is pretty cheap. So yeah, I think we're going to move on to lunch when I get hungry again. Now it's going to be a couple hours before that. So ladies and gentlemen of YouTube world, we're back. And it's lunch time. Lunch time at 2:42. I think I ate breakfast at like 10 a.m. or something insane. So we have something nice and delicioso. So I got these in containers for the week, and I'm gonna go ahead and heat this guy up. I'll catch you back when this is done. We're back for business, baby. We have chicken thighs with some roasted carrots, specifically rainbow carrots. We got 11 ounces of chicken, and I was like 7 to 8 ounces of carrots, I believe. Something like that. So this is for lunch for me today. Okay, so I'm now going to be adding in my meal. Now I'll kind of show you guys how I do that. So hit this little plus down here. Go to Save Foods. Go to My Meals. And you can see here I have everything kind of made already. So the Nashville hot chicken thighs and carrots. So then we go back. And I can show you all the macros for that. So you got 783 calories with 57 grams of protein, 16.31 grams of carbs, and 47 grams of fat, 7 grams of fiber, 9 grams of sugar, and 1.13 grams of sodium. So I'm not really sure if... I don't really track sodium as much because I don't think it's that much of a worry for me per se, but yeah. And then the ingredients are down here. You got rainbow carrots, a tablespoon of grapeseed oil for the carrots, and then roasted, broiled, or baked chicken thighs. So 11 ounces of the chicken and 7 ounces of the carrots. Done with that. You can see that everything's been put in. I have 1,000 calories left, but I'm going to the gym today, so that should lower even more. 14 grams of fat over. Oh, well. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. And then, here's this little progression chart thing and so on. And then, to kind of go more into depth with the, depth. Oh my God, I can't talk. Here's the breakfast. The lean beef and egg breakfast. 550 calories. With 62 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs, 31 grams of fat. With 0 grams of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, 500 milligrams of sodium, and then all it is eggs, ground beef, and Diablo sauce. So 3 eggs, half a pound of ground beef, and they didn't have the bottle, so I just put it in packets. It's like 4 packets or something. And it calculates all that, and it makes a recipe you could save, so you can add it in if you have it, throughout the week, which is pretty nice. For the beverage of choice, we're going with a Gatorade Zero, the cherry lime or glacial cherry flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and indulge in this, and I'll get back to you guys when dinner is served. Bye bye bye. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, welcome back. It is dinner time. Dinner time. Dinner time. Yeah. Alright, so dinner is a bit excessive because I like saving the big meals for the last. So, but this one's gonna be a little bit different because I just found out I'm out of rice. And spoiler for one of the things, I'm not out, but I'm like very low. But I have enriched long grain rice with some broccolini. You guys don't know broccolini or like baby broccoli? Oh, this stuff is so good. I absolutely love it. And the last thing I got is some sockeye salmon. Wild caught, Alaskan, whatever you want to call it. This stuff, sockeye is the way to go. I'm sorry, but like sockeye salmon tastes so much better than normal salmon. So I introduced you to my Chef Mike, right? Well, let me introduce you to my glorious friend, Chef Fry. This guy, or gal, or whatever you want to identify that as, is my bread and butter to my life. Air fryers are 1,000% the way to go. If you do not have an air fryer, highly recommend investing into an air fryer because these are lifesavers. I also have another friend, and this is my rice cooker, Chef Ryan. Oh, I like that rice, Ryan. Haha. So this is Chef Ryan. So I can't cook rice normally, so this is like my go-to is a rice cooker. And yeah, let me tell you, rice takes forever to cook. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get that party started. Also with the rice, I put in soy sauce as well. And by the way, kind of like a snack I had in between because I needed some protein because I just got home from the gym. This guy. I've had one of these before and I thought about it. I was like, yeah, these are pretty good. 42 grams of protein. $6.50 for one of these. $6.50. What? Don't get me wrong, it tasted like a vanilla milkshake. Like, it tasted like a vanilla milkshake without the milkshake part, if that makes sense. Like, it was like drinking milk, but tasted like a vanilla milkshake. The flavor was out of this world, but $6.50 for one of them? Holy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, I have been waiting for this one. Oh, man, I'm so excited. So, a little bit of rice. Finished product. She doesn't like slide over or anything. Looks fantastico. There we go. Here we go. Look at that. But yeah, that is it for the dinner. It's salmon broccolini with some rice and gluten-free soy sauce. For all my newcomers, if you aren't aware, I am gluten intolerant. So this diet experience is going to be even more difficult than it was before.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So we're going to go ahead and actually add this meal to Cal AI. So you can see here, we're going to hit add, saved food, my meals, and then I put it just as salmon dinner. Gets added in like so. Go back, 494 calories. So yes, this is a pretty hefty meal. We got 1,152 calories with 58 grams protein, 147 carbs, and 38 grams of fat. The reason being is because it's a lot of rice in here. It's 160 grams of rice. And with 7 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugar, and 3,404 milligrams of sodium. A lot of it has to do with the sodium and the seasonings and so on and so forth. But you can see salmon, baby broccoli or broccolini, grapeseed oil, soy sauce, gluten-free, and white rice, long grain. It's actually supposed to be enriched, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we're set here, and the total today is 2,717 calories consumed, with 220 grams of protein, 172 grams of carbs, 120 grams of fat, 14 grams of fiber, 21 grams of sugar, and 5,200 whatever grams of milligrams of sodium. So, but we're having a 9 out of 10 on the health score, so that's good news. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, let me go ahead and dine in, and I will catch you guys at the very end. Bon appetit. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, that is what I eat in a day and what I eat every single day for a week straight. It's a lot sadder than it sounds, but once you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. And to finish off, dessert-wise, you got these. These are super protein cookies. I was going to record, but then, of course, I didn't pick up the audio. So this is what it looks like. Nothing too great looking. It's got 280 calories per serving for one cookie, 17 grams of protein per cookie, 25 grams of carbs. What was the fat? 14 grams of fat and 4 grams of fiber. So it's got a little fiber action in it, a little poop scoop action to it. So, by the way, the beverage that I had was Diet Coke. I am a Diet Coke connoisseur. So I got myself addicted, unfortunately, when I started my first diet journey. So, yeah. And then a couple snacks I'll have throughout the day for this week. I also had Honeycrisp apples. I never had Honeycrisp before. Usually, I'm more of a Red Delicious kind of guy, but Honeycrisp, it was hitting the spot. And then I also have some cotton candy grapes too. So those are just little snacks that I have on the side. They're fruit, a little fiber energy action going on. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for what I eat in a day. And I'll catch you guys on whatever I upload next. Peace!